Shout out to J&J.
So I just want to send a shout out to J&J Sports for having me once again.
This is, episodes, man. You guys got a real good thing going on.
Good morning, everybody. I'm your favorite sports analyst, Jamar McKill, with my favorite co-host. And y'all finna get served with J&J Sports episode 113. Today we got a very special guest from Louisiana, where I'm from, the motherlands. I'm gonna let him introduce himself though.
Appreciate that. Thank you both for having me on. I'm Dave Lopez. I'm from New Orleans. As you said, we use some of the same dirt, some of the same swamp, and so it's great to be here this morning. Obviously, Louisiana's sportsman's paradise. So it's super psyched to be able to come out and talk sports this morning with two knowledgeable gentlemen, and I appreciate you having me here.
Yeah, we thank you for joining the show. We got some good stuff today, James, man. You ready? Ready for the heat, man. So first topic we got up, Mr. Lopez, we have NBA basketball. So NBA superstar Luka Doncic is eligible to sign a 4-year, $229 million deal with the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, I don't know if you kind of followed up with him, Dave. He got traded from the Mavericks to LA, unexpectedly, and we covered it. How you feel about that trade, like when it happened?
So I don't follow it as much during the season as I do like most fans, right? Watching it during the playoffs and then see the aftermath after that. So I mean, it's a pretty big trade. It's a lot of ducats, a lot of money. I wouldn't mind having a little bit of that. But he should add to their roster good shooting, right? So that's part of the things they need: outside shooting, passing the ball, getting more penetration into the lanes. I think it's a good trade for them.
I definitely agree. He definitely adds that. James, how you felt about just this deal that they're offering him?
I think he's definitely worth the money. You have to sign him and make him happy too, because he moved teams, and there's always a little bit of an adjustment period with that. But the fact that they're holding on to him says a lot.
Yeah. And a lot of people were talking about LeBron kind of just being the X factor. If he accepts this deal, LeBron basically won't be the, franchise player, I guess, for that team. And just to start us off, based off this information, who should be the main priority, you feel like? Because I know they're offering him this deal, so they really want him. You know what I mean? So how you feel? Do you feel like Luka should be the main target?
No, I think it's tough. I mean, looking at how the teams are structured, right? We've had this conversation before about what makes a great player, right? And it's people who can elevate people around you. So I even though again, it's good penetrator, good passer, good shooter, I don't know if he has that I'm going to elevate everybody around me, kind of thing, like a Michael Jordan or Kobe, and those are the things that you need, I think, to take people to that next level. Is can I bring everybody around me up?
Yeah,
I'm not sure that he has that.
Yeah.
Do you think he could develop it though, like with age?
I do. My concern would be the kind of LeBron factor, right? I mean, no doubts, LeBron's great, right?
Yeah.
He's always mentioned in the right circles and the proper level, but he's never been able to get that next level because I don't know, something about him not being able to do that. Can Luke develop that? Absolutely, I think he can, as long as he doesn't fall under the trap.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I definitely have to say Luka, because like I said, LeBron's time is probably it's pushing. I feel like it's really coming to an end, because it's like and me personally, I don't know if you caught like him in the Anthony Davis trade. I felt the way about that, and I feel like he kind of has something to do with that, just in my opinion. But yeah, I feel like Luka can definitely be the new franchise and kind of build this Lakers team, because we want to see him get a ring. We see, LeBron has one. Of course, he wants to get another one before he retires, but I definitely want to see some new faces.
I feel like if they do win, LeBron should retire and go out on top. I think
if they win, he's definitely out. He's done for sure. I feel like he probably will wrap it up. So
yeah, I mean he's accomplished a lot of things, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's unfair to give the Michael Jordan compare. I mean, that's what they'll always do.
Forever.
I just don't think that's fair for anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, he was phenomenal. What he was able to do with the role players on his team. I just don't know if NBA teams are structured like that. I think the closest ones that we've seen is Golden State, right?
Yeah.
With Steph and his cadre of players, which allowed that team to make a great long run over and over again. But even they haven't been able to do it.
Yeah. So, exactly.
It's tough.
If we kind of look at his stat sheet, Luka, from with his first season with the Lakers, he had 28 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists. So he doing this like just drastic transition. He's still able to put up like amazing numbers for as a player. So, I mean, that's amazing for sure. Now there were a lot of talks about LeBron possibly being a free agent, but I don't think he's going anywhere. James, what you think?
No, I think he's happy in Los Angeles, and for him to go somewhere else, it just seems like it wouldn't be a good fit.
Yeah, I agree.
Kind of going back to what we were talking about with the LeBron and Jordan comparison. That's something we've talked about a bunch on this show.
Yes,
I think it should be LeBron, Jordan, and Kobe should definitely be in the mix. There should be 3 players that we're talking about.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, Kobe, his last couple of seasons, I mean, he really kind of proved himself in that medal and that.
I like the way Kobe ended things as far as would he reach 60 points? Was that his highest? I think highest career points in the game, 60 or 60. It was around 60 or 70. I don't know, but yeah, me personally, I think Kobe is over LeBron. Just me speaking, and then I have to say Jordan, of course, but. That's
I rewatched a game where it was Kevin Durant and Jordan. They were jawing at each other, going at it.
Yeah,
and whatever he's got, whatever that thing is he just, even if he's sloughing in the game, he's got this overdrive thing that he can kick in. I just haven't seen anyone be able to do that.
Yeah,
where just like, oh, okay, you want to play? We're going to take this to this next level. But yeah, I think when you're talking about the all-time greats, you got to put the 3 of those right up in the top.
And it's funny with Kevin Durant. You mentioned him. We just covered him with the whole Rockets deal. How you feel about him coming to Houston?
It's funny because we're not. It's the second topic about an older player,
right.
A mature player. So as an older guy, I never like to say, okay, people are on the decline. But I mean, obviously, it took me a little more to get out of bed this morning than I normally would have when I was 25 instead of 55. Right. But I like it. I like his energy. I like what he brings to a team. I like how he really gets the younger players, which is, I think, is a huge thing. And we have nothing but youth, right?
Yeah,
what an amazing run this year.
Yes.
Nobody expected that to happen at all, right? So young. And I think he's that mature kind of glue that can maybe take us in that next level. Championship, I don't know, but just because of durability and play time, right? But I think if they manage his time well, manage his play, the way he player coach, I think it's a win for us. That's huge.
I can definitely see playoff. I can see him in the playoffs for sure.
I'd like to see a deeper run. I think we could do deeper.
Yeah.
We've had the Rockets listed as underdogs for a while. And it was a big surprise this last year to see him.
Especially what Jalen Green was doing. Like, man.
Yeah. Where did he come from?
Right.
It's doing Superman stuff.
Yeah, definitely. So
should they have tried to hold on to Jalen Green though with that trade?
I think with KD, he was so big of a value. I don't think they probably wouldn't have been able to. Yeah, because he,
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing, is right? And that's what I always wonder is the whole Moneyball concept now making its way to the NBA? Right?
Yeah.
So we've seen that in baseball. We've seen that a little bit with football, right? And so is that something the NBA is considering? Especially with a team like Houston, we don't have an infinite amount of resources, right? So do you do that? The other thing I like about Durant is that we didn't have that signature player,
Mhm.
right? And Houston's always been known for having, we've had
Right.
that signature player,
Yeah.
right? Whether it was Yao Ming or when we had
Absolutely, yeah.
Barkley or when we had Harden recently,
And we
right?
just talked about him. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, these are great players and they bring great energy to the city.
Mhm.
I just think there's a more intrinsic value than just the play. It's that, marketability, I guess, that puts the team on a little bit higher status.
Absolutely. I definitely agree. So if we kind of look back into this thing, so they're saying that Luka hasn't made a decision, but just Dave asking you, man, if you were in his shoes and you were offered that contract with the Lakers, would you take it or would you kind of see other options for teams?
Man, I would take that in a heartbeat. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's the Lakers.
Right.
I mean, you just had that legacy. I mean, if you want to, again, I mean, the money's phenomenal. Right. I don't know how far that goes in living in Los Angeles.
Right.
So like most NBA players maybe live someplace else, but yeah, I would definitely take that deal. I mean, you have a chance to be with upper echelon organization with echelon ability to get into an NBA championship, put a ring on your finger, and say you're a Laker.
Yeah, that will be legendary. James, what you think?
Yeah, he needs to take that deal, I think. And Los Angeles has got that high profile, and it seems like they're the kind of team even when they're not doing too well, they're always still in the news and in the headline.
That's right. They don't need to have to be that great. They are, I mean, that's just their.
Yeah, they definitely be doing that thing for sure. But we'll keep you guys updated on Luka in this trade. If he takes the deal, which I think he is, we all kind of agree with that. And to see what can he do with LeBron, I guess for these last, I say like 2 years. I say 2 for sure. We got some sports news of the day, you guys. Y'all ready?
Ready.
First up, we got the New York
J&J Sports
coming to y'all live in 2025.